Hi everyone, I'm Ryan Amundsen. I wanted to hop on and share a video that I just got from a hunt from this past week. A buck that me and my two boys have since named Splinter. He's a split brow tine buck, but also part of the whole story. When I recovered him, he had a bunch of splinters from raking a bunch of trees on his way up to me in his brows, which was kind of cool, gave him a lot of character. But I wanted to set the stage a little bit of this video, give a little background to it. First, I'm very thankful to have caught it, even on camera. So it's not fancy camera equipment by any means. I had a Tacticam camera on my stabilizer, and then I also had a GoPro on my forehead. And the reason why I went with those two is the Tacticam, I thought, gave a really good kind of up-close picture as to what was happening. The problem is after the shot is released, it vibrates and you can't really see what happens after that. So I have the GoPro to capture a wider view and kind of see as the deer runs off. So that's what I was using to record this whole process. But kind of the cool thing to set the stage for the whole video is this whole week I had taken off work to hunt, and the way it worked out was we had awful weather for hunting, that is. So it was upper 70s nearly every single day. I still dropped my boys off at school every day, so I wasn't in the stand until at least 9:30 every single morning. Leading up to this day, I had changed my mind to not hunt the morning. I was just going to go out in the afternoon. I had gotten some trail camera pictures from a previous hunt that showed deer showing up to a mock scrape that I had made earlier in the off season. So I figured, kind of putting those puzzle pieces together, that I'd go back out for an evening hunt and see if I could get one of these mature bucks to come by my stand. So the stand location, it was kind of cool. This off season, I had noticed a couple major highways of trails. So I had set up a stand, one that I had put up there myself, created a mock scrape about 20 yards out in front of it, and kind of hoped for the best. I started noticing a lot more traffic even when I wasn't in that stand. I could see down the ridge. But what was kind of cool is from this stand location, not only could I see multiple trail routes, I had the scrape in front of me, but I could see down the ridge into a valley. So what had happened in this video, and where the video will pick up, is I had just finished a rattle sequence. I was scanning, looking down into the valley, and all of a sudden, this buck appeared. Instantly, heart started racing, knew that this was going to be a buck that if he gave me the opportunity, I was going to take. What made this unique is, as I was standing there getting ready, I noticed there was two younger bucks in front of him working their way up the ridge. Now, if everything plays well, they all parade out in front of me, give me a nice shot. What was unique about this is younger bucks, instead of taking a left towards me, they took a right and worked their way around the backside of me. Somehow they didn't detect me, didn't see me, didn't smell me, nothing. And I got to watch this big mature buck work his way up the ridge. And as he was coming up, he was raking smaller trees, taking his time. I was shaking like a leaf. And throughout this video, you'll hear a common phrase of "oh my God" over and over again. So it was an exciting hunt. I hope you all enjoy it. I'll pop in a couple times just to give a little narration, but overall, I hope you enjoy this hunt sequence for the buck that we have named Splinter.
I just shot a monster.
So after the shot, I was 99% sure it was a great shot. As the buck ran off, in my mind, I was like, that is either heart or lungs. Either way, seemed, looked, felt, sounded like a great shot. He took off 30 yards off to my right, and I can see him kind of stumbling around. I thought he was going to go down there. Got a second wind. He took off back in the other direction, coming across me down further into the valley, out of sight. But I was pretty confident that based on what I saw, he was going to be dead at the bottom of that valley, no problem. And when I got down and checked my arrow, it was confirmed that this was indeed a good shot, and I could start tracking the blood at that point.
Oh my god. Fuck yeah. Oh my god. Oh yes. Holy shit. Oh. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Oh. Holy shit. Oh. Fuck.
So at this point of the video, you can see as I'm coming down the hill, straight off in the distance, I can see him laying by a tree. And that's when you see me sit down, set my bow down, I get my phone out and immediately start texting pictures of blood and the trail and all of that to a good friend of mine, Tim, who got me actually hooked up with this piece of land, taught me how to bow hunt, all that. He was the first person I was texting everything to. So I was excited, relieved. It'd been a couple years since I'd actually been able to connect on a mature buck, which was exciting. Last year, I let buck fever get the best of me and missed a buck. This year, up in the stand, even though I was shaking, I was reminding myself just to breathe, take my time. And that clip that you just saw, I saw him down. I knew I'd made a good shot. I just sat down, took it in for a minute before then walking up and seeing the buck for the first time. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed that. Like I said, not fancy camera equipment or anything like that. And I understand that this deer, compared to some people's, isn't the biggest, but for me, he was a cool buck. Watching him come up the ridge, seeing the split brow tines, having him put on a little bit of show, raking trees, but just being able to walk up on him like that when it was all done was cool. And then my wife, my boys got to come out, see the deer. Thankfully, the landowner brought his tractor out and helped us load the deer up, so it saved us quite a bit of a trouble taking him up and down the ridges and valleys that we have there. But it was a cool hunt for the buck that we've named Splinter. So I hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to leave any comments or questions down below. But more importantly, it was just a fun experience for me. You can hear the kind of excitement in my voice, just whispering under my breath, oh my God, over and over again. It was such a cool experience that I'm happy I was able to capture it and share with everybody else. So once again, this is Ryan Amundsen. I hope you all enjoyed. Have a great night.